Ladies and gents, welcome to episode 7 of 5 Minutes With. It's Matt here from Arblease. We are a finance company and we spread the cost of ownership of assets for your business, helping your business grow. Today we're discussing platform lifts. It's been a product we've all looked across the fence over for the last 20 years in the ARB industry, and now is the time with health and safety restrictions, COVID-19 working smarter, not harder. It might just be the time, should I say, to be making an investment in this area of platform lifts. So we thought we'd get a professional on, somebody with 20 years experience, and we've found someone. We're going live now to have a chat with a gentleman from trackedspidersales.co.uk, and let's get the link gone. We're going to go live now. Is that all right? We're good? We're good to go. Please welcome Russell Woodward. Russell, can you hear us okay?
Yes. Hi.
Well, thank you for joining us, Russell. We've also got Marco with us today. Hi, Marco. How are you?
Very well, mate. All good. Busy.
Good. I'm glad. I know you are. Yeah. So, Russell, welcome again to the show. And why don't you take this opportunity to introduce yourself and your company?
Yeah, sure. So, obviously, I'm Russell. I've been specialising in access platforms for almost 20 years. Not just spiders, but all access platforms from all manufacturers from all around the world. I'm probably a bit of a geek, to be honest with you. So,
that's all right. I am too. It's okay. It's all good.
We all are in our own way.
Yeah, I fall asleep studying specifications. I'm that bad, and reading manuals. But yeah, I'm obviously I've used pretty much all the types of machines out there as well. So I'm very familiar with everything from little scissor lifts to booms to spiders to even to the large truck mounts as well. I've been involved in all of them over the years. So I'm a good sounding board if anybody wants to give me a call, that's for sure.
Well, I think you're going to need to be, because this industry has been looking across the fence, as I said, at these platforms and lifts for many years now. And I think now, I mean, I'm not the professional you are, but listening to the tree surgeons, as I'm sure Marco has been too, they're starting to have to, because of COVID-19, work clever. Only a limited amount of people on site, which makes the job a little harder to do. This might be the time, and I'm seeing on social media lots of these platforms now being subbed in and used. Is this the time now to be making a purchase and changing the way you work, do you think, from a tree surgeon's point of view, Russell?
Yeah, I mean, falling from height is still the biggest cause of injury and death in the workplace. And obviously tree surgeons, just the nature of what they're doing, is quite a risky role. So the use of machinery to help keep them safe whilst they're working is certainly a great thing. But obviously owning a machine like this, it speeds up productivity. It enables tree surgeons to perhaps carry out more work in the same amount of time than what they would have done when they've climbed a tree. A lot of people are wanting to mechanize. I hear this word quite a lot, mechanize, keep people safe. And it's quite stressful on the body as well. So I get a lot of tree surgeons that are phoning me saying, oh, Russell, I'm 36 years old and I'm already starting to feel it in my body. I don't want to be climbing until I'm, 50. I'm really interested in using a mute. So, and alongside that, of course, on their risk assessments, they have to write down the reasons why they're not perhaps using a mute on the job. You've got the double roping situation going on. You've got the ash dieback, and all of these things now, which tree surgeons do have to consider, which means that they are leaning more towards the use of a mute for their work.
And there's quite a few products on the market with the mutes, the spider lifts, which is a generic term. You're selling the, is it CMC, Russell? You're the manufacturer that you sell?
Yeah, I specialise in the CMC range of lifts. CMC are one of the largest manufacturers of lifts in the world. We're based down in southern Italy. We're in the process of looking at... There you go, Marco. We're in the process
Italian in the house, so tell me. 20.
Hey.
There we go. They build excellent lifts. They really do. And they've got a vast range of lifts to suit everybody from high-level cleaning to building maintenance. And obviously we now have a range of lifts that we have built specifically for the ARB sector, as well as some of the smaller lifts, which are more general purpose lifts, but we have lent them towards that kind of industry as well.
Well, that is interesting. Let's go across to the webpage as well. You can probably see this as well, Russell, because we've got one of these lifts on our website here, which is the 19 HD. I think I've got your very own website up here as well, so we can see a selection of different products that you offer here. And these are specifically for ARB. So what makes this, in your opinion, of course, the first choice for a tree surgeon? What is it about your machines that stands you out from the crowd?
Sure. So tree surgeons will need a very compact lift. So they will need something that will narrow down so that they can get it through a garden gate into people's gardens or whatever. So the HD range, which are the ones which are lent towards the ARB sector, we have good quality long tracks which are width adjustable, so you can squeeze them through a narrow space, but when they're in their widest position, it gives you much more stability when you're tracking over rougher ground.
Right.
The HD range, they have a belly pan on them, so you don't have to worry so much about ploughing through the undergrowth. You're not going to get things caught up underneath. Strong Kubota engines. The HD range have an enclosed top boom, so you don't have cat tracks running down the side of the boom which can get caught up in the tree canopy. They've got fly jibs on them, which is very important, so you have an element of reaching up and over areas. Quick release cages on them, so that you can swap cages from 2-man to 1-man. A lot of my tree surgeons are starting to go towards the 1-man cage because you can negotiate through the tree canopy a lot easier. You don't have such a big cage to go through the tree canopy. And of course, if you've got a guy in there swinging a chainsaw around, perhaps you shouldn't have 2 people in the cage. That's an interesting accident to have.
Got a couple of minutes, guys. We're coming up to the sort of the 10-minute mark.
Marco, do you have a question for Russell from some of the clients you've been speaking to?
Yeah, I mean, we get inundated. I mean, there's this real sort of momentum at the moment, obviously with platforms. The key questions that we basically get is what obviously sets the machine apart from everyone else. I think we've discussed that obviously with obviously the CNC machines, because they are purely dedicated to ARB, which is brilliant, because I don't think there's other manufacturers out there that really have that dedicated element of it. One of the questions is height. What is the magic height for a tree surgeon?
Well, it's a challenge. You know, we want to give the customer the best working envelope that we possibly can, and keep the machine light enough so that you can put it onto a plant trailer and tow it behind a pickup or a suitable vehicle. And it's not always just about height. Outreach is also very important, because you might be in a restricted area where you have to reach over, say, an outbuilding or over a hedge to get to something. We have machines that you can tow up to 23 meters. The 22 and the 23 meters will give you 12.5 meters of outreach as well, which for that size lift,
that's a long way.
It's industry leading. You can get lifts that are slightly higher, but of course it's outreach as well, which you've got to remember. The HD range are heavy duty lifts. So what we've done with that is we've given you a 250 kilo cage capacity, because usually tree surgeons are good, strong, guys. They weigh a little bit more. So we've given you 250 kilos at 10 meters, and then it's one person in the cage for that extra 2.5 meters on the 22 HD.
So go just one very quick point, because we're coming up to our sort of 10-minute mark. The ability of obviously getting that piece of plant from A to B. So just touch upon the 3.5 ton capacity. So would that be at the 22 meter, 23 meter range?
The 22 and the 23 meter machines, they are 3-ton machines, and you do ideally need a specialist trailer. If you're going to invest that much money in the lift, you need a good trailer to go underneath it. I recommend trailers as well, of course, because I get a lot of questions about trailers. With the smaller lifts, the 2.5 tonners or less, you've got a wide choice of trailers, of course. But the most common mistake that people make is the ramps at the back. With the larger lifts, the 22 and the 23, you don't have to drive them up ramps at the back of the trailer. You put them up on the tiptoes and you slide the trailer underneath, which is a much, much safer way of doing it. And what you can do with them, if you wanted to, you drag them into place, you put the legs down, lift them off the trailer, you leave the trailer where it is, and then you work drop it down on the trailer and move it along. So if people are doing work on the side of the road, for example, and they're confused about whether to get a truck mount or a spider, that's a good little tip to know.
Perfect. Right. We've got 5 minutes left, guys.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just wrapping this up. This sounds like a solution. If we're saying, okay, we have to have less people on site because we can't take multiple vehicles to site, all the costs increase. What we're saying here is a product here from yourselves, $250, $246 a week, right, for the CMC S22 HD. At $250 a week, that has got to be affordable if you consider the labour you're saving, the efficiency of working, the fact that you can load this machine on and off a trailer by one person, 1 or 2 people on site, as opposed to 3 or 4 maybe. And that saving on labour has got to subsidise the cost of having one of these machines for $250.
And it's safer than that as well at the end of the day, So
okay. All right, Russell. Well, thank you very much for that. Listen, before you go, and I'm sorry it's so quick, but we'd love you to play a little game for us. You got a chance. This is exciting, to win an Arblease mug. Huh? Pretty big. He's in. So it looks like he's going to
need one because mine are only plain.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a massive opportunity there for advertising, Marco. Right then, Russell, we're going to play a game called the Yes and No game. Have you played it before?
Yes.
Okay, we're not playing yet. But very good. Okay, so you're not allowed to say yes or no, and there's no pausing for longer than
you're not allowed to play yes or no.
minutes.
Okay.
You're not allowed to say yes or no. No. That's the game, and no pausing for 3 minutes. 3 seconds or longer. Is that okay? Okay. No. So, Russell, we're ready to go. We're going to start the game now. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, Russell, here's the questions. There's 50 you got to get through. If you get through them all, you automatically get a mug. First question, do you take a shower every day?
I take a shower every day.
Do you like Marco?
He's lovely, isn't he?
Do you put makeup on every day?
Do I put makeup on, did you say?
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
Like guy liner?
Guy liner. I haven't yet, but, never say never.
Can you play an instrument?
I can play an instrument.
Are you wearing jeans?
I am wearing jeans.
Are you tired?
I'm absolutely shattered. It's very busy at the minute.
Are you 23 or older than that?
I'm older than that. I'm twice that age.
Can you remember being 23?
I still feel 23 in my head. I've just got an old body.
Do you wear glasses?
I'm wearing glasses at the minute. I wish I didn't, but there we go.
Do you watch TV at night?
Sometimes. I tend to read manuals.
Can you swim?
Very well, yes.
Oh, he was doing so well! Well! Oh, I thought we were going to... How many, Marco? How many do we know? I'll tell you, that was... Do we know? That was incredible. Absolutely.
An even dozen. 12.
12. Congratulations, Russell. Brilliant. Right, ladies and gentlemen, you can visit Russell on his website, which is trackspidersales.co.uk. And that man is Russell Woodward. Thank you so much for your time, Russell.
Absolutely my pleasure.
We'll catch you soon. Take care.
All right. You take care.
Ladies and gents, thanks for joining us for episode 7 of 5 Minutes With. That was with Russell Woodward of trackspidersales.co.uk. He's telling us all about his machines he sells called CMC, which are solid steel machines made in Italy and one of the best-selling machines in America. So it might just be a choice for you, or certainly consideration anyway. If you'd like more details, contact them directly. Contact us. There's a few machines on our website, www.arblease.co.uk. We're a finance company spreading the cost of machines and ownership of those machines as well. You own the machines at the end of term. Buy from any dealer. We're here to help you. Okay, ladies and gents, thanks for joining us for this episode. Next episode already lined up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks to Russell Woodward for being such a good sport today, giving us his time and sharing with us his experience. Guys, we hope you're all busy, but if you are busy, until we speak next time, stay safe. See you soon.